Hello, welcome to American Baker in Germany. I'm Michelle, and today we are making a very American Halloween kind of a recipe. In the US, there is a candy called candy corn, and it is very popular around Halloween. I actually really like it. I know a lot of people who don't, but I personally actually do. And I discovered that it was impossible to find it anywhere outside of the United States. So I came up with a way to make it myself. Now I have to warn you, it is mostly made out of fondant. So if you don't like fondant, you probably won't like these either. So that's my warning at the moment. If you like eating fondant, then you will like these too. So let's get started.
Last year, a friend of mine brought some candy corn from the United States. So this is what the store-bought candy corn looks like. I also did some taste comparing with my recipe, and it's quite close. So let's look at the ingredients. We need 100 grams of white fondant, 3/4 teaspoon of vanilla extract or ground vanilla beans, 1 tablespoon honey, powdered sugar to maintain consistency. This will vary depending on your fondant, 1 teaspoon tylo powder, yellow and red gel food coloring to get the pretty colors. So I start out with my fondant. I knead it a bit, create a well, and pour in the vanilla extract. As anyone knows who has ever worked with fondant, fondant becomes very sticky when any kind of liquid is added. So to maintain the fondant consistency, I add powdered sugar. My powdered sugar is a bit clumpy, but it won't make a difference in this recipe. Then I add the honey to my fondant. And I knead it in. Honey, as you know, is extremely sticky, so more powdered sugar. The total amount of powdered sugar you will need will depend on the initial consistency of your fondant. I estimate I used around 3/4 cup or around 100 grams. I got to this point and I had to stop and wash my hands. Now candy corn is a dry candy, so we want our candy corn to dry. To speed up this process, I add some tylo powder to the fondant. This will help it dry more firmly. Then I split the fondant into 3 balls. One about 10% of the mixture, one about 50%, and one about 40%. Then I take the 2 largest portions and add yellow gel food coloring to it. Then I split it again in 2. And I add some red gel food coloring to the larger amount. So in the end, you want about 10% white, 40% yellow, and 50% orange. Then I split each amount into 4 equal portions. I roll the white into a ball, make the orange into a donut shape, and roll the yellow into a snake and wrap it around the others. Then I press the colors together, shaping them inside a circle cutter, and roll them out just a bit. Then cut them into pie slices, about 12. That's just about the exact right size. I round the tips down a bit, and all you need to do is allow them to dry for an hour or two and they're ready. So here's the store-bought version, and here's my version. The taste was very close, but I think the look is spot on. Happy Halloween! For more recipes and tutorials, visit our website at AmericanBakerInGermany.com. We're also on Facebook and Instagram. Subscribe for more recipes.